Hey guys, Danny Shade Show. I am here in Perry, Oklahoma. I know that you see a lot of my videos, and it's usually people that are outside of Perry because I travel a lot. But I'm actually excited because I get to talk about something exciting going on in my hometown, and it's Royce and Crystal Stevens. They are breathing life back into something that was already special to everybody here in town. Everybody's familiar with the 611 Bakehouse, but now it's going to be D Street Bakes and Gun Shop.
Well, that's right, D Street Bakes and Coffee, and then
so you are doing coffee?
Yes. Oh yeah, lots of coffee.
Thank God, because I'm a coffee person. Yeah. Like when I was like when Brad and Tina were leaving, I was like, what is going to happen now? I have to make my own coffee.
Yeah, D Street Bakes and Coffee is the bakery and coffee shop here, and then we're hoping that'll open somewhere around the first week of July or so, sometime after the 4th.
Okay.
And then in September-ish, D Street Gun Shop will open up in the same building here.
Nice. So what you guys may not know is, obviously Royce is our assistant police chief, and then Crystal is, well, I asked her if she made cookies, and she just basically told me she is the cookie lady. So she's obviously the baker of the two.
Absolutely.
And I don't tell them about your shirt deal you just said, if you don't mind. What did you just say? You're going to have a shirt made?
I need to have a shirt made that says, "Never trust a skinny baker."
See, I agree with that 100%. I told him, Phil, you better get on that. But anyway, so I'm here. This is the first time I've really got down to sit down and talk to them. And a lot of you guys may not know them either, but they're not new to Perry, as a lot of people think they are. They actually have some history here. So I'm going to shut up and let them just kind of tell us a little bit about their history with Perry and kind of just let them in on what you want to know.
Yeah, so we got married in 2000, actually just a block from here at the First Baptist Church. We were members there and attended there for a long time. We actually lived south of town towards Orlando for several years. And my mother actually moved here in '99. She was the little lady that was the customer service lady there at the Walmart. Many people remember her name was Sarah, and she worked there for years and years. Lived over on Ivanhoe Street. And so our son actually started kindergarten here at the old elementary school. And we basically, everything in our lives kind of revolved around Perry till about 10 years ago. We ended up selling our house down there, and we moved on the east side of Stillwater. And I worked at Stillwater PD for 26 years. And
so you haven't been that far away.
No,
you guys haven't came from a great distance or anything.
No, absolutely not.
So you're really, you are local.
Yeah.
Okay.
And tons of friends here in Perry that we've kept over the years, and lots of really close friends that we've just kept in touch with, and folks that are near and dear to us. And about a year ago, I left Stillwater PD. I'd actually planned to retire a few years ago. They kind of changed our pension system a little bit, and it was really beneficial for me to stay a cop until this coming summer. And so I've been a police officer for over 35 years, one stripe or another. And so I talked to Brian, and he wanted me to come out here and be his assistant chief for a little while and help him with a few projects here. So that's what I've been doing. But I will be retiring no later than August 31st this year. And, we've been looking forward to getting here and getting open in here. So when I came over here, we were still living actually north of Stillwater. We built a house over there, and one of our dreams has always been to own a business. And ever since we got married, Crystal in particular has wanted to own a building on this square. And Perry's just a really neat town. We just love this town. We've always loved it. And we've always loved this square. And so as soon as I got over here, that became a thing. Within a few weeks, we were looking at buildings, and we looked at several, and this was not the building I wanted. This was way bigger, way more of a project than I wanted. But it just kind of worked out that way, and I think God worked it out that way for us to be able to buy this building. And so we did, and we ended up selling our house and bought a house here in town. I haven't lived in town since I was in a city limits since I was 17 years old, I think. So it's been 40 years since I lived inside city limits. So that's a little bit of an adjustment for me, but we love it, love our neighborhood, love the street, just love being back here in the middle of Perry. And we are so looking forward to opening this business back up and really making it a space that Perry can be proud of.
So let's talk to you about the gun shop.
Okay.
And then we'll talk to you about the bakery, because that's pretty much how it goes down. So you want to, since you got the mic already, so tell us a little bit about the gun shop.
So I love guns. I love collecting guns. I always have. My father was a gun dealer when I was a kid, and I used to go to gun shows with him all the time, and he bought and sold guns. And I've collected guns, and it's fun. So, I'm retiring.
It's just kind of a natural deal for you.
It is. And so there's lots of studies out there. I've been a cop, like I said, for 35 years, and there's studies out there that show if you've been a police officer your whole life, and you're retired and you don't have something to do, your life expectancy is about 6 years. And so I was like, well, we got to find something for me to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to die at 50 or 63, So a gun shop was a natural thing for me. She wanted to have a bakery, and on this beautiful town square. I think she watches far too many Hallmark movies.
Hey man, I'm telling you, Perry, though, like Laura and everybody that's involved in this, they're on a mission from God. Like they're good. like the Perry Town Square is going to be. There will have a Hallmark movie made here.
I think so, actually.
It is beautiful.
It is. It really is.
And the new facade that you put on the front that you can see from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're
Huge
welcome.
improvement.
Thank you.
I don't know if anybody else feels that way. I'm sure they do, but I'm going to tell you, thank you very much, because it looks very clean and very beautiful. Like, it's nice.
Yeah, and I like it. It brings back a lot of the character to the building, and that's really what we're trying to do. This building originally was built. The original footprint of this building was built in 1893.
Wow.
It was one of the first buildings completed on the square after the land run. And it's always housed 3 businesses. And this will actually house 3 businesses as well, because there are 3 apartments upstairs. And they will eventually be short-term rental, Airbnb type things. It'll be D Street Retreat, by the way.
Oh, very nice. We got a marketing guy.
That's right. But this side of the building over here was always, well, not always, but mainly a restaurant for the majority of its life, a cafe. Most people in town know it as not the Elite Hotel and Cafe, but the Elite Hotel and Cafe. If somebody out there can please tell us why everybody in Perry, the old timers in Perry, called it the Elite, we would love to know, because nobody can tell us why.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yes, the Elite Hotel.
That's cool.
But the upstairs was always a boarding house or a hotel. The middle section is the small section. That's where the gun shop will be. It was almost always a barber shop, and which I'm sure you can appreciate.
I can definitely appreciate. That is for sure.
And then the other side was various things, clothing store. But for the majority of its life, it was a auto parts store. Sam's Auto Parts, LL Auto Parts, and actually O'Reilly Auto started in that side of the building over there before it moved up to the other side of the square, and then eventually out on the west side of town. But the gun shop is what you asked about. I'm sorry. And
No, that's all right. This is all good stuff. I didn't know anything about the Elite or any the barber shop. I mean, no, this is exactly why we're here. This is great.
Yeah, it was a wood structure originally. We have one picture of there's a couple of pictures, but one picture, a good picture of the original wood structure of the building. And it's in 1936. And what they did, they didn't tear the building down. They took the siding off of the building and bricked it up, and then came inside and kind of rebuilt it from the inside out. And so it got a complete overhaul in 1936. All the rooms upstairs had carpet. They were all a different color. It had some type of refrigerated air running into each room. Very primitive from what I can see, but it did have that running into each room. It was kind of a fancy place back in the day in 1936. It was a kind of an upscale hotel for them. And there's some pictures of the original restaurant down here, and they're pretty neat too.
Are you going to decorate that throughout this deal? Is that you going to put up the pictures up? Or?
We are. We're on the west side of the building. Inside over there is going to kind of be a more comfortable seating area over there, and we're going to have a lot of history over there. We're actually revealing right now on Facebook. If you go to the D Street Bakes and Coffee Facebook page, we're revealing a really neat item that we recovered here in another building in town that we've hung up in there. That's part of
you found a piece. You found a piece of history here somewhere else in town.
Yeah. So this building was bought by Miss Georgia that had the
Georgia's Fine
furniture stores. Yeah. And this was one of her buildings for several years. And so she took a sign and some other things and some pieces of memorabilia from this building and had them stored away in several different places. And we've been able to recover a few of those from her that have survived. She bought the building in the 80s. And so they've been squirreled away somewhere for
I was going to say,
40
geez,
years.
even in the 80s, that was a long time.
Yeah, exactly. That's 40 years ago. So we've recovered some of that, and we've got some good photos and whatnot. And actually, on the west side of the building, plenty of people have asked us because we didn't replace the window on the west side of the building next to the wrestling monument, and a lot of people weren't happy about that. But frankly, there's a couple of reasons for that. That giant window was very expensive, and
for sure.
But the afternoon sun coming through that window just bakes that side of the building. So we decided to leave it paneled like it was. But lots of people have seen Holly out there. She started painting out there, and she is putting back a piece of history that used to be on the original building for us.
Really?
Out there. Yep.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit? What is it? Or do you want to wait?
No, we're going to let,
big
I told
reveal?
Holly
Okay.
we would reveal it when it was done. But,
Well, we love Holly. She's done projects for us, and she does a good job. Like, she is the local. If you want to put something up and it's going to look top notch, she's your girl.
man.
For
She
sure.
is, and she's smart. She's got a lot of great ideas, and she knows how to get the permissions from the companies and the city and everything to do all that stuff. So she's been great to work with. So is Main Street, man. They've helped us a ton and just come in and just given us a lot of support. And man, can't thank Laura and her team enough for what they've done for us. But so get back to it. The gun shop in there, it's going to be a small gun shop, really small gun shop. If you've ever been down to Cops Gun Shop in Oklahoma City, Austin down there, kind of become friendly with him over the past few years, and it's about the size of his gun shop. It is tiny, but it'll hold about 100 guns. I'll have a good selection of everyday carry handguns, new and used, probably 50-50 new and used guns. But popular everyday carry, cowboy action, revolvers. I love revolvers, so there'll be revolvers. Actually, I hate to say it, but if you don't like the kind of guns I like, you're probably not going to like the kind of guns that are in the store because I'm going to buy what I like.
I get that. I get that.
I'm a huge Ruger #1 collector. Older Ruger firearms. I love wood and blued rifles, and you probably see a lot of that in there. And just a good place to come and hang out and get your optics and whatever gun you're looking for, or ship your gun in, so I can do a transfer for you. And a good place to buy.
Oh, so we can order guns and then you can just have them brought in.
Absolutely. My FFL, I just got my license last week shipped to me.
Great.
Finally.
You going to do any like lightweight service work, trigger work, anything like that? Or?
So I have a manufacturer license, and I may do some light work. I'll definitely mount optics for you and stuff like that, and put a gun together for you if you need it. But another big thing.
And this is selfish of me. I'm just curious for my own deal. Will you do like bore sighting and stuff?
Yeah, I'll bore sight for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Cool. Sorry. So I forgot you were there. Yeah. Well, that's a big deal. I mean, really,
Yeah.
I mean, that's handy. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll bore sight a rifle for you, but another big thing is a good place to have a good selection of ammunition. there's nowhere. I mean, you go to Ace and they
Yeah.
have a few boxes of ammo for you and stuff there, but they're not set up to handle that kind of stuff. And so, I want to make sure the ammo that people want for bird season, for deer season, for going out and plinking, whatever, that they can come here and get it. And, and I'm local. I'm 2 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
So it's
People
deer
want to
season.
buy it here. I guarantee
True,
you.
yeah.
We just hadn't had the opportunities.
Yeah, and it's, hey, it's deer season and I am out of this bullet. Do you have it? Yeah, I'll come down and open the store and get it for you, kind of thing. So, I just want it to be a place people can come in, be comfortable. There'll be a couple of chairs in there. You can hang out and drink your coffee that you get here.
That's right. Yeah, don't bring your own coffee.
Come and hang out in there with us and talk guns and whatever, tell stories, So
Very
I
cool.
think it'll be a good, comfortable place for folks.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now let's get to my favorite part.
Talk about food.
Let's talk about cakes and cookies and pies and all the things. You don't get a body like this by not understanding where to get the best cookies. Why are you a baker? You just enjoy it? Is it something you've done for a long time?
I actually have. I started baking with my grandmother really when I was a young girl. She always made everything homemade. And so I spent lots and lots of time with her when I was a young girl. And so I baked with her a lot, baked with my mom. And so as long as I can remember, I've been baking. And so I learned just an awful lot from them, especially my grandmother, and love those memories. And then, our daughter's going to come in and work with us here. And
Oh, wow.
she
So it's
loves
like
to
a
bake,
legit
too.
family business. That's the
Yes.
best.
Yeah, she just graduated from college and is getting married this summer, and they're going to be local as well. And so she'll
I
be
love that.
working with us here as well. So, but yeah, just love baking and always have. So.
Very cool. So what are your specialties here? If you want to reveal anything, what's going to be your thing?
Well, I do love baking cookies and all kinds of cookies. So that's the funnest thing to me is when I just am back there experimenting and trying new cookies and different things like that. So probably for me, the cookies is the funnest. So I'll have lots of them. But then I already do sourdough bread, which a lot of you have already bought my sourdough from the Prairie Exchange. And so I like doing sourdough bread.
Oh, you got stuff over at the Prairie Exchange?
I do.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. I love that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah. Christy's great over there. So
She
that's
is.
been
She's a
a
cool
neat
lady.
opportunity. Yeah. And then cupcakes, cakes, all kinds of different pastries and different things like that. And then our daughter, she loves to do just regular yeast breads and stuff like that. So there'll be a wide variety of different baked goods in here. And then sometimes I just like to do different kinds of things.
Oh, so like specials every
Yeah.
once in a while. What are you feeling?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like making this today, and it's something fun and kind of out there, and so I just make it. So,
Can you get birthday cakes here?
I do a certain kind of limited on birthday cakes, and I actually mentioned this on Facebook yesterday because somebody wanted.
I'm going to start
sort of
following you. So if we ever do another
Okay.
video, I
No, you're
won't ask you
fine.
all the stuff that you've already put out there.
But they wanted an underwater cake, and so I don't do a lot of like detail work, but I did make an underwater cake, and that was fine. It was fun, and
Yeah.
so I like trying new things, and so I'm fine with that. But if it gets super super detailed, I may be like passing the torch on to Boyas or something like that because I know she does good work too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, that's so cool that you would that's cool that you would say that. Because boy, as she is, she's a sweet lady. She's done some stuff for us, and it's always wonderful. And that's what it's all about when you live in a town like this. You talk about the Hallmark town and all that, and being neighbors and being neighborly. And if you can't do something, you don't, refer them to the big thing. You say, oh yeah, well, I got a lady over here that can do that.
Exactly.
So that's very cool. And that you got stuff in the store over here at the Prairie Exchange, and like you said, Laura and them at Main Street. I'll tell you, I've been involved a little in Main Street, kind of almost since I've lived here. And Laura is by far the one that is probably the most. And this isn't a slight towards anybody else in that position, but Laura is probably the one that is really a go-getter and tries to figure out ways to make things happen for people. So no, that's awesome. The gun store, I think, is great. The bakery and the coffee is going to be awesome. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch on that I missed?
Well, so just on the coffee real quick. So, that's a big deal. Someplace to go and get a good cup of coffee and sit down and relax, have a meeting, talk to folks. This building, if you're familiar with it, it has a large room on the north end of it there that people kind of called a meeting room or whatnot. And it's still there. We're just kind of painting it and setting it up a little bit different. It will have a large conference table in it and some other tables around it.
So you'll be able to host like events and stuff.
Yeah. So, if, your business needs to have a lunch meeting or whatever, and you want a place to do that, you can come over here and do it. Just call us and reserve that room, or after hours, because it's a bakery, it'll close in the afternoon. But, in the evening, if, whatever, you have I don't know.
Party, a shower.
A baby shower, a wedding shower, rehearsal dinner, something like that.
Something you don't need a huge event center for, just a little smaller. Yeah.
Exactly. And Crystal's got all the dishes and stuff to set that up and make it, a Hallmark scene for you. So Christmas time will be crazy in here, I guarantee you.
Awesome.
But the coffee, man, I'm really looking forward to it because we've got
locally sourced.
Yeah, we got an acquaintance in Oklahoma City that custom roast coffee.
I was gonna say, let's plug them.
And so the name of the roastery is Kaffa Bun, KAFFABUNN, Kaffa Bun Coffee. But he's going to sell it to us in bags. We'll be able to. You can buy the coffee beans here from us as well.
Will you grind them? Or do we need to go get a grinder?
It would be better if you bought them whole, just because if you grind them,
a little fresher.
Because you're gonna get it by the pound, and so. But I guess we could, but I hadn't really thought about that. But the coffee is unbelievable. We had our daughter's graduation party here last weekend, and we had 60 people in here. And we served that coffee, and everybody's like, "Where do you get this?" Because it is just so good. I'm really excited.
Now, are you guys gonna do like just hot coffee, or are you gonna do like iced coffee, flavored coffees, the whole all the foo pinkies out coffees?
Absolutely.
That's my kind of coffee.
So
really. I'm an iced coffee guy.
All the foo coffees and all of the regular coffee drinks for people that just like coffee.
Nice.
So if you want to come in here
that's
and get a
Phil Salvati.
cortado or
He's like, I just want a black
cappuccino
coffee.
or a black coffee, you can come in here and get that too.
That's right.
So.
Crystal just went to barista school, and we're actually
for real?
hiring. Yeah, and we're actually we've hired a really young lady, but she's been a barista for 2 years, I think. And she's a friend of our family and really good barista, and she's going to come here and work the coffee bar mainly for us. But yeah, it's so our phrase has kind of been, we're not going to have a snow cone stand. There's not going to be a million flavors of coffee.
Yeah.
But a dozen really good drinks, and some seasonal specials and things like that. And then your regular espressos and cortados, macchiatos, things like that. And then just black coffee for Phil.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. I'm looking out for you, buddy.
With free refills.
I'm looking out for you. Oh, he tells me all the time. He's like, I don't need any of that fancy foo crap. I just want a black coffee. I'm like, all right. Well, I don't.
I'm with you.
Yeah, she likes a little coffee with her milk.
Uh-huh.
So,
That's it.
Yeah. But there'll be some breakfast items, hot and cold breakfast items. There'll be some lunch items as well, cold lunch items. We're not going to have, everybody's asked me, you're going to have the sandwich bar and stuff like that, like they used to have. We're not going to be a sandwich shop, but there will be a lunch here
Gotcha.
that I think everybody's going to like.
Good.
Some good seasonal soups. And as good of a baker as she is, she's a much better just cook.
Oh,
and
wow.
So her soups are unbelievable. And she was when you're asking her about cakes a while ago, there's 2 cakes that she makes that people will drive hours for. I don't know if you've ever been. What was the guy's name in Springfield that made the carrot cakes? I can't remember. I can't remember the guy's name. He closed down a couple of years ago, but he in Springfield, Missouri, for I don't know 20 years, and all he was famous for this carrot cake, and that's basically all he sold in this place was carrot cakes. And we went there one time and had it, and it was good. Hers is better.
Oh wow! Also, you're a carrot cake.
He's a little biased.
Oh my goodness, her carrot cake is so good. It's the best carrot cake I've ever had. And she makes a lemon blueberry cake that people will get in a gunfight over. It's
Hey,
crazy.
lemon blueberry cake
Oh,
sounds
my
awesome.
goodness.
I drive to Missy's in Guthrie for their lemon blueberry bread.
Yes.
So
and their blueberry donuts.
oh, everything.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, Missy's. I grew up in Guthrie. I'm a come here, not a from here, is what everybody tells you. And Missy's Donuts, man.
Yeah.
So
Their
good.
blueberry
I'm
donut.
so glad
is
there's not a local
unbelievable.
donut shop. I mean, we have a Daylight Donuts,
Yeah.
but I'm glad there's not like a local donut shop because I would be very biased.
Yeah.
Right.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, there'll be all that here. Great things she makes. She just had them not long ago. Did you sell some of the kolaches?
No. I
Oh,
just did them for that
yeah.
meeting.
Yeah. So she makes. So her family's Czechoslovakian, and the grandmother that she learned from to bake full-blooded Czechoslovakian. Actually, she was the first child born in America in that family.
Oh wow.
But she makes real fruit kolaches that are unbelievable. They're so good. They'll be really great. But yeah, but one of the big things is everything will be made here, baked fresh every single day.
That's awesome.
Yep. You got to see the kitchen a while ago. We've got that oven up and running. And
Oh yeah, man, it's beautiful. I didn't realize how big this place was.
it's 11,200 square feet.
It's unbelievable.
When we show people the building, they go, "Oh, it keeps going."
It keeps
and,
going.
and
It's
going and going. I was like, we got all the way to the back, and I'm like, there's a garage door you can pull in here. Like, what is? I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah, it's a big building. It's definitely been a labor of love. There was a lot more work than we thought. Everybody's asked, why is it taking so long? Because
There was a lot to do.
Well,
to do.
and when they see it, they're going to understand
Yeah.
because it's not finished yet, but I see it's going to be amazing.
Lots of antiques in here and lots of Perry history. When you come through the door, I'll tell you this. I wish I had one out here. I'd show it to you. But when you come through the door, there'll be these two Art Deco lights flanking you on each side of the doorway when you come in. And they aren't from this building originally, but they are from the Perry Opera House that was torn down, I don't know, almost a century ago.
Yeah.
I actually bought those at a garage sale in Stillwater. The woman who had them, her dad was one of the people that worked on the demolition of the building. And he salvaged 3 of those lights, and I'm having to rewire them and fix them up and paint them and whatnot. But, they're just things like that,
That's
part of
awesome.
Perry's history.
Yeah.
That's what we want to see in here. And, maintaining the history of the building, not just as the Elite Hotel, but all the way back to 1893. D Street, Delaware Street, that was the original name, was D Street, if you look in the old newspaper clippings. And so D Street, is where that comes from. So the name of the building is the D Street Elite Building.
Oh, very cool.
And so I think everybody's going to really like it when they come in here.
I have no doubt. Anything you want to touch on? Anything else? Or are you good?
No, I think that covers it.
Man, I'm going to tell you, this is a little longer video than we normally do. And I'll tell you why, because it was awesome. I could literally sit here and talk. I mean, you got 2 people here literally with a passion for Perry and a heart for Perry. They're thankful to be on the square. They're opening a business. Their children are running it with them like it's a true family business. I hope you guys are ready for this. D Street Bakes and Coffee. And then you're going to have a gun shop. And then you have D Street Retreat. And then if you have something you want to do in the day, like a business deal or if a little get together or a dinner, they have a place for that too. So there's a lot going on down here at D Street Bakes and Coffee. Are you guys ready for the tour? I mean, would you like to see, take you around and look at it? Because it's not going to happen. Yeah. I just figure I'll get that out of the way because I know you're probably like, man, that brick wall, I've seen that somewhere before. Man, I wish you could see it because it's really beautiful and it's exciting and all the stuff that's going on. But yeah, you're not going to. But definitely, when are you planning on opening?
Sometime
Ish.
right.
Oh, we'll do an
July.
ish. We'll do an ish. When is it?
Yeah, first week of July-ish, right after the 4th.
Right
Ish.
after the 4th ish. So 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks.
That is for the bakery. The gun shop won't open till September.
Okay.
Because I'll be running that once I retire.
So after the 4th ish, D Street Bakes and Coffee, you need to come down here and meet Crystal and Royce if you haven't already met them. They're on fire for Perry, and they're definitely doing their part to make this square look beautiful. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you giving me the time too to come and talk to you. I loved meeting you.
Yeah,
me
thanks.
too.
Appreciate you
Thank
coming
so
out.
much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
So nice to meet you.
All right, brother. I appreciate you. See you guys. Y'all stay out there.